Hello, Governor. Hello.
Hello, Chopper.
Hello. White shirt night, huh?
It is. Yep. Well, kind of off white now, right?
Yeah.
Not all.
We're episode 207, if I'm not mistaken.
207, Brett's at 11.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Adjust the Mic podcast, episode 207, with one of your hosts, Mr. Scott Geiser, and along with me, Thaddeus Cranstonite.
Hello, hello.
How's it going there, buddy?
Super good, super good.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming over.
You bet.
A lot of things going on.
Yes.
Like busy every night. Both of us. Rocking it.
Since before the hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hurricanes were gnarly.
They were.
A lot, like, kind of got lucky.
Yeah, we got spared. Clearwater got hammered, of course, and
They really did. New Smyrna.
yeah, we talked about that. They got
We
16
kinda-
inches
yeah.
of rain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, what we didn't talk about, though, is, the cresting of the St. John's and
Yeah.
how it was going to affect, properties and homes and whatnot. Well, what happened?
So they kept trying to predict when it's going to come up and by how much, and it got pretty swolled up, and it peaked a couple, like 4 days ago, a couple days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it got right up there. Well, it got right up there to where if you go over west of Route 95 on 46, and you go over the big St. John's Bridge, and when you come down the first road, I believe it's called Prevat,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the lowest spot out there. It was right up, about to launch out of the bank, put a film on the road, and as well, it was fixing to come up under my lowest building slab, but it got right up there, and it hung, and now it's creeping back.
Oh, man.
So thankful.
It's like the studio just gets ready. It's active. Things are going. We have a Discord channel in there now. It's like things are cool.
It was a tight moment, but yeah, we got blessed, and it's going. The waters are receding. It smells funky. I can't say where because I didn't glance too long, but I did hear that there's some kind of like flesh-eating bacteria warning. Don't get in the funky water. There's like you might have like an acre of finger-deep water, super hot and tepid, to where you get all the funk in there, and if you're on all the dead things, because the little bugs got killed, it's stinky. It smells like it went from cool lakefront property to like
that gross smell of old water logged stuff. It's just that mustiness that kind of comes.
It smells like an armadillo kind of.
Oh, man.
When you walk by a
Ew,
nest,
dude.
It's going away. It should get dried up with all these winds. Man, today was spectacular. I'm guessing best day since late spring. Since April. Is a little bit drier and cooler today.
Do you hear Jelly?
What is going on down there?
Sounds like we have a pig roosting down here somewhere.
Roosting. Cerdo. Cochino. Yeah, she's getting down on that paw. Something. Yeah. Wait, that's your toothbrush.
She ate a little while ago, so this is like her grooming. Yeah, totally.
That's cool. She's got privileges.
But yeah, man, it's been awesome. Everything's kind of. I was over at the studio last week, I think, and you had Kyle over there.
Kyle and the 8 Minute Miles.
And you had
Caitlin, Sam.
Yep, from
Flagman. And earlier, before that, we had Sam and I said it, Austin and Grant.
Yep.
And that was epic. They're playing tonight in Will's Pub.
Okay. They have an event coming up on Sunday too. Some kind of I shared it on Facebook. It was some I'll look it up here in a bit, but it was some sponsored event this Sunday at one of their. Let's look it up.
I got it right here too. Let's see.
It's like if we were
Gainesville.
if we were prepared, we would have had all this stuff in front of us written down. But
T's got it right here.
Well played, T. I did not.
Yeah, they're touring in Florida first, like West Palm, and they did Atlanta, Georgia. They're going to do Gainesville, Melbourne.
That's amazing.
Alabama, Memphis, St. Louis, Wisconsin.
Special, man.
Illinois, Michigan, and is that Indiana?
What is it?
Indianapolis. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they're getting it, and they're coming back.
Let me see that thing real quick.
Here you go.
One day we'll learn how to airdrop stuff to each other, and we'll use all that too.
I forgot.
No, I don't even know how to hardly do it.
I thought that was your magic game back there. I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, that's on there for a reason. We're going to
cool.
on that.
Yeah, we are.
So yeah, man, these kids, this is what I'll say. When you're around them, it seems like they've been friends for I don't know much about them, but it seems like they've been friends for a very long time.
They have.
And they know how to laugh and have fun, and they're super creative, all of them.
Yep.
Every one of these kids that come over to your studio and that you're working with, they're like really just amazing young men and women.
Yeah.
And to be at this stage of their lives, playing music and then going and traveling to other states and just experiencing that life that's like, sung about. How many songs are about being on the road, that we listen to, our parents listened to back in the, 50s, 60s, 70s. And these kids are doing it in a modern age when, it's out there and they're all doing it going, I don't know what you old people are talking about because we're just living our lives and doing it like y'all did when you were young. But we're all in this weird, different life of, a recycling of the same situations and jobs and, lives. And it's cool. Like now to us, it's like a romantic thing to be able to go on the road with your friends and play music. It's magical, man. It's awesome time for them. And it seems like they're making the most of it. They're really enjoying themselves in the process.
Yeah, they got really good balance, and they're, juggling the Rubik's Cube and keeping the, the important part, the nuggety part, the part that makes you feel when you're writing and when you're performing and all that. They're tuned in, and they're great workers. They have a great work ethic.
That opera
work, art
that they were working on, that skit that they're working on.
Yeah,
it's fun, and I love the creativity behind it
for the cartoon thing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is. It's so cool. They got so much going on, and they have been together so long. Sometimes when they bust out with some song or some, just start flowing, it's like, wow, they got it locked down. It's cool.
Yeah, man, it really is.
Who's the lone wolf out there? So, great weather, great vibes. Studio's hanging tough. We're blessed.
Weather's is amazing. I mean, it's best it's ever been in my eyes. Yeah. I mean, we're getting the perfect amount of rain, and then it just dries out and real nice, and just, oh man, it's great.
It is great. October is always windy. Today it kind of calmed down, and tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit calm. I think we might get a raging big choppy swell from that thing, Oscar, that went out, and it formed up with a cold front and became, open a finger quote, extra tropical, close finger quote. But yeah, it's out there in the mid-Atlantic. It's an oceanic low. Now in Puerto Rico, I think there's a contest, a QS contest that the Carr brothers are at.
Oh, nice.
They've been there for a minute, and yeah, that should be real exciting. I think it's at a break called, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Magara, something like that.
Sick Tricks.
Yeah, Sick Tricks. The Carr family. Hat tip.
Those are awesome too, man.
Yes.
Skateboards with little air donuts underneath pretty much, man. And it's like, and just to do tricks on them and inside.
Low impact on the joints.
They're amazing.
Yeah, because if you're into any of it, you'll be doing it for a long time. Your knees and your joints, boy, they want that love. They don't want that, the do-over with the low impact is.
The evolution of skateboarding, man. so wild.
Yeah, and if
Like Rob Deerdeck now has he probably for a while now has had a podcast, and I don't know if from Robin Big was a show he had on Fantasy Factory and all these things. So growing up as a kid, you kind of followed him. Obviously, you're Tony Hawk's and all Bucky Lasik and all these dudes, through their circuits and whatnot too. But Rob Deerdeck from like a professional skateboarder and just turned entertainer. Let's have fun. Let's be creative. And now we're on TV. Now he's doing a podcast and he's talking about his family and he's kind of a motivational speaker per se. And it's kind of cool, man, seeing the evolution of him, through skateboarding as well. Little hat tip.
You said Tony Hawk, and I seen Tony Hawk. I don't know what for, but him and Avril Lavigne were doing something related to skating.
Oh, are they?
I don't know what, but Tony
Cool.
Hawk, yeah, he's the man.
Man, it's Michael Jordan, right? Like in that genre, it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he connected the generations, still connecting them.
What he has his clothing line is at Target now? Is he targeted up? Like, so he's all up in it, dude. He's just he's set, man. It's great.
Spreading out the joy.
Yeah, man. Now you got Kelly Slater in surfing, right? So is he done?
Oh,
Retire?
yeah. With involvement, no.
Exactly.
Heat, no. But yeah, the WSL, I believe,
Okay, so he's just taking like.
and he has a son now.
Oh, and that's good.
Yeah, he's a dad. He is. Yeah. So is John Florence, and
Wow.
Ryan's fixing to be one. Colton, my nephew.
Oh man,
Little
congratulations.
baby. Yes, Sage.
Man, how old now? Is it born?
Kristen and Colton. She was born July 18,
Okay.
day before T.
Wow,
Yes.
man.
And Ryan's lovely wife, Angela, is due in February.
Yeah, you shared a picture, or I think he shared a picture with us or something.
Yep.
And beautiful, man. Beautiful family.
And Ryan's studio is macked up and
Yeah, it is.
running, and he's got a green thumb. He's sending me photos of apples. Manzanito, I think, the apples trees with the bark that peels off.
Okay.
He's got plums and
I mean, he's living out there in a perfect area to grow so many different types of trees, man. It's absolutely fantastic out there.
trees.
I mean, Jared, he's picking up, out in that vicinity pretty much daily.
Oh, yeah.
He's picking up oranges. He's picking up grapes, plums, cantaloupes at certain times. You get up to Turlock out there too. It's like Turlock has tons of your honeydew melons and everything. It's you got your Salinas up there in North California. You got your Santa Maria area in the middle, and then you got your Oxnard, just north of Los Angeles there. Then you got your Bakersfield, and Bakersfield's got all the carrots and stuff with Grimway Farms, and a wonderful citrus is in Delano, right just north of there.
Vandenberg's up there.
Right now, everything's popping out of Yuma. So now all the trucks that have been loaded in North California, as it's getting cold and the weather's coming down, so all the trucks are starting to kind of be lower, getting into like El Centro and getting into all these little lower, parts of Barstow, California and whatnot.
Warmer.
Yep, loading out of Yuma. So now all the rates are going to be dropping because it's winter. There's going to be a lot less loads, and everything's coming across the border.
All right.
Arizona gets their last little Aguila, Arizona, and some of those little areas that are kind of right in between your Phoenix and California borderline, your Barstowish, area.
So what's going and what's
You'll get
coming
some-
in as far as crops?
I'm not.
What have you been slinging for?
I'd have to call Stan or Jared right now out of California because I'm up in Washington mainly, and I'm not sure exactly what's down there right now. I know we got
You
lettuce.
just finished apples, though, right?
Well, and what we're doing now is we're running apples right now, but these are the apples that have probably been,
ago.
they're from last season, so they're finally cured up and they're ready to rock. So now they're coming into the stores. I know that the apple season was very strong this year.
Was it?
In the last 2 years, cherry season had a huge hit up in southern Alberta, Canada.
Because
So they had a freeze.
late freeze.
It was really bad. I think it was like a big windstorm or something.
Shredded
and it just shredded the whole grow. Like Jared does a bunch of cherries every year for Publix, and they buy them up there in Canada and bring them through. I'll do a few cherry loads through like Rainier Fruit and some of these people, Chilean Fruit, that's the Milt, CMI, Columbia Marketing is who CMI is. Pasco, you got Washington Fruit, you got Yakima Fruit, and it's amazing. All the different places up there that ship, and they'll have a real hot and heavy cherry season that just got done. So then everything kind of slows down. Everybody goes on their vacations because shit, it was hot and heavy. A lot of the warehouses were working hard, having to work overtime and whatnot. So now they can go, okay, take a chill.
When's the next big push where everybody gets riled up?
Well, now what's happening up there is up in Washington, as it gets colder, a lot of the South drivers that don't like driving in the snow, they'll go up there because the money's good, during the summer, or a lot of times it's better to go up there than most places. You get fairly good money for the most part out of Washington. The hard part's getting good money to Washington. That's a challenge.
Oh, because you want to take a load back.
Yeah, and most things in transportation, like going one way, you're going to get good money. The other way, they call it a backhaul rate. Like you're going back home, so we're going to pay you a lot less kind of thing, or one way you're going to get a lot less. And the golden ticket's to get a fair or a good rate one way and then get a great rate the other way, or have a very solid rate both ways. Every once in a while it gets magical where you can just rock it both ways, or you can get a real big season where rates were $20,000 out of Washington coming to Florida for a few Fridays a few years back, right when COVID, like about a year after COVID, everything kind of went rock bottom. There was a lot of people out working, and then people started getting hit and getting sick. Drivers started running out. Rates went skyrocket. It took about a year or so. And then boom, then it's been slowly declining now for like 3 years. So now during the winter up there, these drivers that are all going up there, a lot of them are they're going to come stay south. They're going to do California, Arizona, Texas, Florida. They're going to stay in Florida, try to get out of, where all the hardcore snow is.
It's declining or leveling out?
So the capacity in Washington of trucks is about to slowly decline. So less drivers, less trucks in Washington. So what that's going to do is it should push the rates up a little bit, to where supply and demand is going to kick in and there's going to be less drivers to pick from. And when these bad snow conditions kick in and roads get closed, these loads are still coming through and these sheds are still full of these apples.
And you sent me that footage last winter of somebody driving through like the worst.
Like
thick drifts.
I have Max and Tina, dude. They'll be driving through Montana, or they'll be driving through, like one of the worst states is Wyoming. Just that 80 up there through from Evanston, Wyoming, all the way to Cheyenne.
They get that Canadian cold.
There's no windbreak.
Yeah.
So you're just getting hammered and you can't see a lot of times. They'll be driving by and there'll be like 15, 20 trucks in the snow sideways. Inexperienced drivers is all it is. There's, you have to be experienced to know how to drive in this stuff. And you can't be driving empty with an empty trailer up there because the wind will just have its way with you.
Wow.
So, you got to understand, what you're up against. And the seasoned guys, and then every once in a while you'll get a few, young
eager rookies
that'll do it a little bit and they'll get hairy, but then some of them handle it as good as anybody. Just like their mentality is built for it. And there's this Larry Bellaroo trucking up there in North Dakota. He gives me a lot of his trucks, and they're awesome. Like you talk to them every day, and you kind of build a relationship with these guys. And some of them, man, they're just so gung ho. They're out there getting that money, and that's what they're out there for. The sightseeing's beautiful and blah blah blah, but trying to go, man, and we're pushing them.
Going.
We're trying to get people, got to get here, man. Well, dude, there's a freaking 15 trucks ahead of me, upside down. What do you want me to do? Well, dude, you still got to be there by Thursday, otherwise this is going to happen. Because, everybody's metriced. Like everything's a performance rating through these whole things as well. And you want everybody's getting paid well. Everybody's, the whole thing is good, but to keep it good, you gotta stay on time even during the tough times.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys are seasoned during this winter time. So the right teams, and you'll put 2 drivers in a truck and they'll just make up the difference by those 2 drivers,
Okay.
and they'll get it there,
That's neat. Doing the hard thing.
It really is.
At the hard time.
Yeah. It's cool, man. It's California's slowing down. Like I said, everything's coming through Yuma. So this is when produce slows down, and Florida gets a lot of imports here. So things will pick up here in some areas through the import markets and, go through Georgia and whatnot. Like I'm doing a lot of citrus out of Georgia that's coming either down or going up towards North Carolina. It's cool. I enjoy it.
It's neat. It's neat. The whole country, the whole world needs the shipping and trucking and logistics. That's how
It's really cool, man. And get to do it with your friends too. It's like Stan and Jared, who've been on this podcast. Maddie, I talk to her every day still. She's, right there in there with us, and she's doing amazing things. She's, she has diabetes and has these ports and these, she does these ambassador programs, and she's been over in Europe this past year, and Canada, and she goes to all the trade shows, and she goes to shows with her, ambassador stuff and markets for JGL. It's amazing all the things that she does. And Jared, Stan was actually just up in Atlanta. They just had their produce show up there. I'll be from the 2nd, this next Saturday, until that following Thursday, I'll be in Chicago.
Yep.
We'll be up there for our Pack Expo. It's like packaging supplies and everything. And so we'll be up there talking, and we have a booth there. So we'll be sitting there talking to people, trying to ship their products for them. And
cool.
The whole gig, it's kind of cool, man.
It is.
My grandfather did it, Hubert guys are 30, 35, 40, something like that years.
When the office was at the north end of Carpenter, right by 46.
Right, yeah.
I remember that.
It's a Dollar General right now.
Yeah, I used to ride by that all the time.
Yeah, you had cousin Ethan, his dad Bruce, and my grandfather, and Greg Green and John Green, or Jeff Green, and when John passed away, then it was Greg and Jeff, and then they kind of did their own thing for a while, and they were together and then did their own thing, and here we are, still rocking it.
And now you've moved to the heart of Titusville. You're like 4 blocks from Kelsey's Pizza.
Yeah, it used to be Ostosky used to have his that rehab place there, and then it was LabCorp for a while. We were just kind of hiding in the left, and we had one part of it, and when Jeff rented to LabCorp on the other side, and we had an opportunity to take a couple buildings, the Kayaks by Bo, I think, and then he always wanted that big Wells Fargo building down by the river. And there was always talks about maybe we were going to move into one of those things. And when we all kind of talked about it, we loved that little building that we're in.
Yeah, you guys face the right direction, too. You got lots of sunlight.
And it's kind of sturdy. It's like a sturdy building that, like, when the hurricanes come, like, the windows are real small, and so it's kind of like a nice base, and it's close, to where everybody lives for the most part.
That's cool. Yeah.
So that Jeff started renovating the building and took it all over. When LabCorp moved out, he just took the whole thing over, and he revamped one side for accounting and offices for him and his son. And Chase is doing great right now, killing it up there, and Jared's doing great up there. And
since you said Jeff, I went straight to Robin, and I went straight to Corey. How's Corey? Have you heard from Corey?
We've been back and forth on the text in our group text for a bit.
Corey, the artist.
Yeah, man. And we have to link up with him. So I'm hoping here maybe next week. And we got Halloween coming. I know all the busy, but we're going to I want us to go to his studio with a portable setup and check everything out and record with him and kind of hang out with him, or get him out to your studio.
Yep, both.
And to record and hang out.
Yeah,
for sure. We have a lot to talk about.
He's always showing up with like paint all over him and a big straw hat.
He'd come into work when he worked with us like that too, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's what he does, man. He's a great painter too.
Yeah.
His art, man, go on Lampin Media, go on Adjust the Mic, go find Corey Scott, because like his paintings are going for a very good price, and his prints are selling. He's doing a great job. He's marketing,
and he's
really grinding. He's been doing this for so long.
He's committed.
Yeah.
He's fired up.
I might even throw a link to one of our past episodes that we did with him, because he really goes into detail on how he kind of got a start. And he's worked for music. He's done a lot of big time stuff.
Yeah,
and it's cool, man.
We'll peel it back.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to talk to him about too in the future too.
And what do you got? A whole bunch of magic for us?
Yeah,
enlighten us.
All right. So, in our office last week, we finally got the finalization. Everybody predicts the record of the Orlando Magic. So Chase puts it, he's always the most optimistic. I think he's like 63 and something, 19, which I love. I think I'm 56 and 20 something. Like so, and then down the thing, Jared's usually the most kind of pessimistic. He'll give you the most realistic. He really tries to give you a realistic what he thinks the record's going to be, but he's never optimistic with the Magic. And so
what about you?
I'm always like second behind Chase, the second most optimistic on our predictions. And I was dead on last year. I don't remember what that was, but I got it last year, whatever our record was. Coming into this year, high hopes. Palabanchero, his a big third year. He just had a really good second year. A lot of big things coming in this offseason, a lot of high hopes. Franz Wagner just got paid a huge contract, $270, to come back. Suggs, like a day or two before the season started, he just got a $150 million contract. Everybody that's important right now is signed to the Magic for long term. All is bright. Opening night, we are going to play the Miami Heat, a nemesis. Usually they have our number. Everybody talks about Butler and how good Jimmy Butler is, blah, blah, blah. The Heat, they're just a well-built team. It doesn't matter. It's the way they're coached. We always have a tough time down there. The Magic have sucked for a while, so we've been a lot of bad vibes down there. And when we play in Orlando, the Miami Heat bring a lot of fans to our stadium. And when they win, they let us know. And they should.
But they rub it in a little bit.
Oh, and they should.
Okay.
That's the game, right? In Miami, everybody against us. Very even game first half. Third quarter, we come out and just up by 20.
2 nights ago?
Last night. Opening night.
Okay.
It was amazing to see the Magic get an opening win, away in Miami.
Out the gate.
With a team that is like built in a way that I don't think we've had built really. Butters, what's up? Butters. I don't think we've had this team. I don't think we've had a team built this way. Shaq and Penny and Dennis Scott, that was a great team. Dwight Howard, we had this really good team, but I think this team is a little different.
It's Magic, are you saying?
Yeah. Hey, Lori, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, come sit down. We're going to interview a tense interview. No, sure.
You better go see Mama.
I don't think people are fully sure what they're in for. We're badass. I'm peacocking.
Okay.
The Magic are damn good. They can't. I mean, it's just amazing the way this team is built. Suggs is just like, he's like the perfect engine that the Magic need of emotion and just heart. He's like the heartbeat of the team. You have Paolo, he's the superstar. You have Franz Wagner, he's this like Dirk Nowitzki type of weird, I'm not comparing them as style, but like this tall white dude that just like can play defense, plays everything, and he plays very fundamental sound ball. Anthony Black is the rookie from last year. That is the second year. He has really been impressive. He comes in off the bench now as our first, guard off the bench to relieve Suggs. And man, I think he's just going to be special. I think he's going to have a hard time being a backup for a whole season. I think he's so good. I think he's going to be, people are going to be talking about he should be starting, and it's going to be hard because our team is built so well. We have KCP we brought in from the Denver Nuggets, Katavious Caldwell-Pope. He is a Kansas. He played in Kansas. I hated him in college because Kansas was good and Kentucky was good. And, I was a Kentucky guy. So anybody on Kansas, you just instantly, those people, you suck.
That means he was good.
And what is KCP? He went to the Lakers and he won a championship with them. He was in Denver, won a championship with them. He chose to come to the Magic and signed a good contract with us to be like our 3, or starting 3, our small forward, and be our best defender. Him and Suggs as those two defending. Jimmy Butler was like 1 for 7. This guy can score 30, 40 points, 50 points in a game. And he had like 2 or 4 points, shot terribly, didn't speak to the media afterwards. He was so upset. To take a skilled team like that and what we did to them opening night was a nice statement. I know it's only opening night and we got to continue. This team is hungry and ready to win, and we have all the pieces.
Everybody's healthy.
Everybody's healthy right now. There's been some, Isaac had a little, scare last night. Jonathan Isaac, he didn't have a great game, but man, he's our best defender. Like to say we have KCP and Suggs and then to say our best defender is a guy that comes off the bench, Jonathan Isaac, who played for Florida State, is just amazing.
What's next?
I think we're going to be a top 2 or 3 seed in the East this year. I'm not sure what our next, it's not tonight. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow night. I'm not going to pull up the schedule right now, but the Magic are great. Keep an eye out. Watch them. You're going to be hearing a lot of them from me, I know, because it's just special, man. I think this team is really good, and I feel like this is a good year to really talk about them. I loved talking about them with Charlie and everybody, but BJ, they sucked then. And it was like they loved it, because it was a stir of the pot shit. And I couldn't say nothing because I was always optimistic at the start of the year. And then halfway through the season, I'm like, can't say anything. I can peacock right now.
Neat.
We're good.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
I love basketball.
Real good.
Yeah.
It's dope.
It is.
It's my favorite sport. Like I'm actually playing on Monday night for the YMCA for our office. I guess we all, I think we got 7 or 8, 9 of us going to play. I can't remember. The team we're playing is called the Magic. But it's going to be interesting. We haven't practiced once. Just going out.
Are you the best player?
Probably not.
No.
There's Logan's a pretty good shooter. I think his dad was a coach or something. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know you're good, though.
I can dribble okay, and I'm really good down low. My shot isn't very good anymore. It used to be, but it kind of takes a while to kind of get it going unless I'm practicing. So I need to get out there and play a little more to claim any kind of goodness.
Well, I just know you've been into the game and you were coached heavy when you was a kid.
Yeah, almost before COVID and everything, I actually signed up to coach at the YMCA, like get a team and everything. And Lisa Hill, is one of the runners. She runs that YMCA over there. I think she still does. And I was approved. I got the whole paperwork filled out, and a friend of mine, Richie, he coaches over there, the one over YMCA locally.
And where does Frank coach, at Merritt Island or Titusville?
Is he Rockledge? Merritt Island? He might be. I don't know where Frank coaches. How does Frank have the time to coach?
He's a busy man, and he's going to be at the Nissan dealership, who's in full support of ears. And thank you very much to Pat and your crew at Fisher Nissan.
Huge.
Yeah.
Pat Fisher just bought my car there, for Allie.
He's a community man. He's a cool dude. I've known him a long time.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And everybody up there.
Congrats to both of them. I think it's a good partnership between them both.
Yeah, Frank will be up there Saturday. I'm going to cruise up there.
Heck yeah, I'll try to make it up there Saturday. Cool. What time?
I think it's noon to 4.
Okay.
Something like that.
That's awesome.
I'm supposed to do like a movie thing with Jay.
Is he going to like wrestle a gator into the back of a truck?
No, but I seen a big old gator. I think he pulled up there the first time they got their deal going. He rolled up with like 3 gators in this truck.
I think
instantly.
Well, hello, Allie. How are you?
Hey, Allie.
Oh, you came and got your package. Nice. I saw that. I was going to open it up and keep it for myself, but, Well, it's good to see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
Good stuff.
We're going to talk about, we were just actually talking about your car. Bye. Love you.
So, yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Well, that was cool. Great surprise.
Yeah.
We have this different schedule now where it's like I only see them like we're a week on, a week off now. So they'll go to their mom's for a week and go through the school that week. And Nixon's over there going to school at South Lake now, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
So now he gets to hang out with his brother and sister through the week of school and have that more often.
Yep.
And it was actually Allie's idea to do this. And we've always done this like a couple days here, a couple days back and forth. So they're always in turmoil, living here, living there. And, man, it worked really well. And so I haven't seen her, and I get to get the kids back tomorrow.
Okay.
So it's good to see her right now.
Neat.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So, yeah, the Magic, fantastic. Super cool. Super excited about everything going on there. Our season tickets with the office are just are way down low this year. I can't wait to go to some games. Chase got to go to the preseason game and said it was just amazing. So, the players will be hearing us.
Yeah, you took Silas last year, right?
He actually got to do the high five line for the starting lineup. And so we got a video of him down there on the floor with his Franz Wagner jersey on, high-fiving every player on the Magic. It's badass, dude.
How many people is going to be at a game? How many people were at last night?
I mean, what are the 18,000, 19,000 people I think can fill those stadiums up with? I think something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no fact checking, but something like that.
All right. That works.
So yeah, man, Magic are great, man. So what else we got going on?
I think we may. There's something in the Caribbean brewing. It's a little far out, but fingers crossed that it doesn't come anywhere near us or continental United States or whatever. But I think we may be having some warm weather through the middle of November, which is super welcomed. So, outlook is good.
Heck yeah.
As long as we don't get any, a bunch of rain right now.
And then we have Halloween coming up next Thursday. Everybody hasn't decorated in our neighborhood because of, Milton, right? And then there was a storm behind Milton that was going to get us. So everybody's like, we're going to wait. And a lot of people actually were decorated, then took down for Milton, and now they're being cautious. And now I'm seeing everybody starting to pop up their decorations. It's next Thursday night. I think it's like this weekend, one night too. The Perrys is having their costume party one of the nights too.
Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's a good time. When I was a kid, Derek and I snuck over there and we saw all of our teachers dressed up, for Halloween, but in adult shit, right? Mammograms and, walking around in phallus costumes and stuff, and us being the kids from school, seeing our, his mom and all the teachers cutting loose, having a good time. It was pretty badass.
That's great. And
Perry's always host an amazing party over there. It's always a good time. So we're going to be over there this weekend. All kinds of stuff going on this weekend. I think there's there's Bike Week's been going on up in New Smyrna. And they got hit real hard in a storm. So that's kind of a weird little dynamic going on right now.
I think Red Bull is doing something up in Jacksonville this weekend. I heard this kid named Ben Gravy, who's he's like a vlogger dude, surfer dude from New Jersey, real positive kid, but he's going to be there. He just seen that.
Very cool. Very cool.
I seen him surf in France, and they just got some big fat shore break. It looked cool.
Cocoa Village just had a big art festival, I think, here recently too. This past weekend. I don't know if Corey was there or not. I think he might have been. It was one I meant to go to and didn't get time.
I haven't been able to.
You've been rocking it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Studio's just busy. It's booked.
It is.
It's being used.
And all that prep for the storm, I kind of forgot to unwind a little bit in last couple of days. I was like, oh man, all my muscles, and I feel like I better take a minute, give them a stretch on.
Kind of glad you brought that up, man. That's a kind of a valuable point. It's something that I think people like you and I aren't very good at sometimes, as far as practicing that balance of, a rest versus just that energy and charge to just go after everything that we want to go after, meet those responsibilities and some, which is awesome. It's what we should be doing, but taking a little break and having the right balance is important.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow or something.
Heck yeah. I was thinking about doing that this weekend. You know what I've been doing is I've been doing this pool's cold right now. The colder weather has really chilled out the pool. So I just been diving in it, even on my lunch break today, just trying to I'm not cold plunging in these ice cold waters yet or anything, but I will. I want to try it.
Don't do it alone.
No, it's crazy. I mean, I probably won't even last 30 seconds at first.
The ice bath, though, people die that way. Never do it alone. Yeah.
Yeah, man, just weather's just been amazing. So we got a lot going on this weekend. Just cool, man. I think we'll end the show. I think we're kind of
we did it
at an ending point.
But it's cool to say what up to our people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's great. Colleen, we love you.
Yes, we miss you.
Brent, we love you. You guys are going through big changes and stuff up there at the hardware store. I love seeing everything online about it. There's a lot of old banter. I miss what's not playing anymore. And like everybody explaining the dynamic of it. It's awesome. It's the hardware store. It's all the same people doing the trivia up there.
It's our downtown flaring up.
Yeah, dude. And it's great down there, man. It's awesome. It's got a lot of good vibe down there right now.
It does. Best ever.
It really is, man. It really is. I can't wait to see what happens with the new construction and who moves into these buildings across the old Cafe Chocolat. And I
heard a tech company from Texas is going to let their people live there up in the upstairs so they can be like around the space deal.
That's badass, actually.
I always think back to when I was working at the surf shop back in like 83. And the only food I could get was the worst hamburger in the world from this dude named Pete at his little bar. And there was nothing. There was no Kloibers. There was no, pizza shops or anything. It was just Burger King.
Yeah.
And now it's way better.
It really is, man. It's pretty impressive.
Although I miss Kloiber's cobbler and all the goodies.
Now, do you know where you can get a Kloiber's cobbler turkey pasta salad?
Tell me.
Right now.
Where?
Honeysuckle.
Oh.
The old Catfish Cabin.
Yeah, north of where Porky's used to be. What's the name of the new barbecue place?
Smokehouse.
Yeah, it's had like 4 names.
Yeah.
Still ain't ate there.
The Smokehouse? I think it's Smokehouse.
I don't know. We need to try that.
Yeah, we do. I used to eat there breakfast all the time back in those Porky's when it was Lewis's. Lewis's had a fantastic setup, man. We did a lot of shirts for them. They were selling shirts for $8, $9 a piece, $10 a piece, and they were selling for like $6, $7 a piece, $5 a piece. So they'd buy hundreds of shirts every month from us. That's how busy that little place was.
Man, I ate so much there. It was always great to go there
just
when you're hungry and just get
those
down.
Bowls.
Yes.
With the grits and everything, with the sausage underneath. Oh, man, the cheese. Oh, dude.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry right now. Totally.
Okay, we're wrapping it up, huh?
Yeah. Good show, 207. Until next time. We might not get a show in next week. I think we'll try to get one in next week before Halloween. If not, it'll be when I get back from Chicago. Lots of cool stuff going on. Love you guys. Thanks for everything. And we will see you soon.
All right, y'all. We did it.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Hello?
Hi. Stop
Hi,
stealing
what's
my
up?
Wi-Fi.
What?
You've been using my Wi-Fi. I looked up your IP address and found your phone number.
Whatever.
And why did your search history appear when I signed in? Explain that.
What?
How'd you even get my password? You a hacker?
Who the hell is this?
I'm not arguing with you. Just stop or I'm going to get the police involved.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
How are you today?
Okay.
Great.
Who's this?
This is a courtesy call regarding your wireless plan.
I'm already taken care of, thank you.
Yes, this is regarding the current line I'm calling to. There seems
Yes.
to be some unusual additional data charges on the account in the past week.
From what?
Well, we wanted to give you a courtesy call to make you aware of this.
Yeah?
Yeah, as of right now, there are $260 in data overages.
What?
Well, it seems like an extra 16 gigabytes were used outside of your unlimited plan.
On my computer?
You should really be more aware of how much data you're using.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and charge this to the card on file. Is that okay?
No, you're not.
Well, look, I can take an extra $10 off if we can settle this now. Just give me the word.
I don't know who the hell you are or what company
Well,
you're
let me
calling
finish.
from.
Great. Your final bill is $250. I'll just submit this then.
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. It's already processing.
That's okay. I'm making a call right now about this call. Thank you very much. I got your number.